Welcome everyone. Hello everybody on the live stream. It's lovely to see everyone pouring into this wonderful family at the DAS on Zoom and on whatever streaming platform you're watching us on. Great to see you here. We are here in Denis's living room in Brentwood Bay, British Columbia. Good to be here. Here we go. Thanks to Aaron for running the tech. It's so great to be in such capable hands. Hello Susan G, hello Becky, hello Julie in Ontario. It's great to see a fellow Canadian. Oh, it's so great to be here with Sheila in Florida. And lovely to see you, Cricket and Arlene in Berkeley. And Susan in Seattle. Hello to Bonnie driving somewhere in Boise. Wasn't that fun at Board Games Night last night? Great to see you, Kevin. We love to see your smile. Hello, Sarah Page. Hello, Amanda and Miles. Oh, hello, Jane in Texas. Hello, Ann in Silver Springs. Great to see you, Linda in Orcas Island, pretty close to here. Hello, Ann in Knoxville and Cat Cox in Vermont. And Laris in the UK. Singer in Wisconsin. Hello Jojo, driving somewhere on the road. It's such a great thing that you started way back when. Hello to Shelley in Eugene, Oregon. And great to see you, Kay in Texas. Okay, we'll go to the bridge. Hello Hoda in BC. I hope it's not too smoky where you are. Hello Curly Tops, however many of you there are here. We love that you join in so consistently. Hello to Bronwyn. Hello Susan in West North Carolina. Hello Annette in California. Great to see you, Carol in Connecticut. It's possible that that's everyone here. Oh, there was someone at the top trying to connect with audio. It might be Delhi, I'm not sure. The name is disappearing. Whatever the case, it's great to be here all together in the daily antidote of song.
So how many people recognized what that song was originally?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
we're kind of mostly of that generation, aren't we?
There you go. You can recognize it despite my particular treatment of it. That's excellent. Right.
Get a little help from my friends.
Yes.
Lennon and McCartney. Thank you, Beatles.
Wow.
Huh.
Written for Ringo, as I understand.
Wow.
Yeah, they're coming up to the end of an album project, and they always have a song for Ringo, and they realize, oh, we don't have a Ringo song. So all of a sudden they got on the music paper and wrote that song for Ringo. A little help from my friends.
I remember reading the original lyrics. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you all throw tomatoes at me? And Ringo said, I'm not singing that. So stand up and walk out on me. It was a rewrite.
No tomato throwing. Yeah, thinking of friends being together, it's great to be here in Denis's home. And our original plan when we were going to be up here was to be outside in their lovely yard. However, our hearts go out to all of the province of British Columbia and everywhere in Canada and throughout North America and around the world where places are on fire. We are inside because it's kind of too smoky for us to be outside here. And there's on one hand, I'm looking out at a planter basket out the window here, and the light is a beautiful quality. It's the kind of quality of light that we should be seeing at, as the sun is going down at about 8:30 in the evening, not at, 9 o'clock in the morning filtered through smoke. But this is the reality for so many of us, and our hearts, our care go out to all who are in, more dangerous situations than we are right here.
Yeah, I'm almost feeling survivor guilt because we're so blessed here on the coast where we are in Victoria, but other places, entire cities are being evacuated. The city of Yellowknife and many communities up north, and in the Okanagan in central British Columbia. People are losing their homes. We were watching television last night in the news and talking to people who had just realized that their house was completely burned down and they had nothing left, and they were just sitting there in their cars. It's absolutely tragic.
Yeah. And of course, people in California will be, sadly very familiar with this, and also
Yes.
thinking of all the communities, especially around Lahaina in Hawaii.
However, here we are, and it's good to be here, and it's good to look at more positive things at the same time. So we have a great song for you this morning, and it's all about passing things along, written by a fellow named Scott Cook that we both got to meet last year when he came through on a little road tour. And he's on a road tour right now, Dick, you were saying.
Yeah, he's going to be in Wisconsin and Michigan in the next few weeks, going on further to the east, ending up Wolfville, Nova Scotia, if anyone's up there, New York State. Have a look at scottcook.net. Aaron, I'm sure, has put some links in the chat about Scott. He's originally from Edmonton, Alberta, which is one of the places where people from Yellowknife have been evacuating to.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great fellow. And who's familiar with Scott Cook? Have you ever heard of him before? Yeah, he does a lot of songs touching on topics of Canada and the U.S. He's a dual citizen. He's got a fantastic song about Attorney General of New York, Letitia James. Get him, Letitia James, it's called. You've got to look that up. But our song that we're doing today...
And before we launch into that, because I think in my excitement about singing and welcoming everybody into the room, I did not mention that tomorrow night there's the virtual community sing, to which of course you are all invited. And the singing guests tomorrow are Thea Hopkins, Peter and Mary Alice Amidon, and Joe Jenks.
Yay.
So great thing happening tomorrow evening from 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern Time, and a wonderful event to be part of. And singing right now, Scott Cook.
Yes, so this is a song about passing things along, and it's a great song. It reminds us all of our place in the continuum of life, and it starts out with just the idea that this guitar, after I'm gone, it'll pass on to somebody else, and then he took that idea of the guitar moving from different player to different player, and expanded it, as you'll hear as we go through the verses. But right now I'm going to just teach you the chorus. And I'll sing it along. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. Now I'll break that down a little bit. Here's the first couple of lines. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. Try that. Here we go. 1, 2. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. Next part goes. You carry it for a moment, but life won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. Here we go, you carry it for a moment. Sorry?
But time won't.
loan it.
Time won't loan it to you, right?
Neither will life.
You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. Let's do the whole chorus, then we'll do the whole song. Here we go.
it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but life won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along.
This guitar came from a timber, from the body of a tree, through the workshop of a luthier, and now it's on loan to me.
And it's good company after dinner, and it fits my hands just fine. But someday another singer with a pair of hands like mine will coax out songs much prettier, still hiding in its strings, and sing stronger, braver words than I could ever sing.
And folks are gonna love it, of this I'm almost sure. So I'll take good care of it, 'cause I'm borrowing it from her. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone.
You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long.
You don't own it, pass it along.
This here is my country. Sometimes it's hard to recognize it, but I hold myself lucky to have been born inside it.
And I'm grateful for the rights others struggled hard to win. And you know I'm gonna fight when they try to take them back again.
Oh, and everywhere are teachers, though some fell along the way. But the words they said still reach us like you're teaching me here today. And it may not be loud, but it's clear in what you do. And I hope to make you proud, 'cause I'm borrowing it from you. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone.
You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long.
You don't own it, pass it along.
Seems these days we're in a hurry to grab up all that's left to use, putting patents on discovery, making seeds that don't reproduce.
If our vision is so narrow, seeing only bought and sold, we'll end up like the pharaohs, buried with their gold.
We've all pushed this thing along, we've been guided by our fears, but the river sings a song we've got to be quieter to hear.
It's in every child's face, it's as hopeful as a stem. Best be gentle with this place, 'cause we're borrowing it from them.
Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone.
You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long.
You don't own it, pass it along. Pass it along.
What a great song. What a great song.
So that was Dennis's arrangement of it that we used when we did an online virtual concert on the Getting Higher Choir web YouTube channel. You can find our recording with the whole choir coming in on the chorus, and did a lovely job. I think Luda, were you part of that?
I think there were several
Yeah.
people here who were part of that.
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous piece. You know, I just did a backpacking trip recently with one of my daughters, and thinking of, you know, that whole. Anyway, this song felt particularly poignant. She has not played the recorder before, but we had time. I brought two on the trail with us, so we were. I was starting to teach her a song, you know, lending her one of my recorders, and then she taught me one. I don't know, and it was new to me actually. I'm gonna say Eleanor. No, anyway, I can't remember the name. It's an Irish tune, but it was just so lovely being there in the wilderness with my daughter teaching me a song on a recorder. That probably
Passing it
will
along.
absolutely
Passing the song
be
along.
along to her, sharing those things, passing so many things along. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you up to these days, Dennis?
Well, I think that my choir, Wavelength Community Choir, it's so nice to be back in the room with them after having been for a couple of years online. I think some of you experience what that's like, is singing in a choir when you're all on Zoom and all you can hear is your own voice and all of that. But those days are hopefully past. I do see that there's a new variant, so we're hoping that that's not going to come and affect us too much. So we're going to be back in the room together. And for the first time in about 20 years, Wavelengths, or formerly the Get in Our Choir, is going to be doing a Christmas concert, which I'm really excited about actually. We've got some nice repertoire from the English folk music tradition, Celtic music, from songs from Ireland and Scotland, which I've arranged, and so that's going to be fun. And it's going to be like the choir is going to be in a pub somewhere on stage. This is when we go on stage at the Mary Winspear Centre here in Sydney, and the choir is going to be acting like they're the people in a pub somewhere in Celtic Britain in some indistinguishable time period fairly recently, and singing these songs that have been passed down to tradition. Interesting songs like, how many of you people know on Ilclamur Batat, where have they been since I saw thee? I saw thee on Ilclamur Batat. Where, etc., etc. Well, it turns out that in Yorkshire, that tune was used to sing the words to While Shepherds Watch Their Flocks by Night. While shepherds watch their flocks by night, all seated on the ground. The angel of the Lord came down, angel of the, etc., etc. So that's kind of fun. So anyway, that's just a little kind of a light song, but this is a beautiful, we're doing a beautiful song from the west coast of Scotland called the Christchild Lullaby, which was originally in Gaelic, which has been translated into English. And so we're looking forward to that. So anyway, we start in a couple of weeks, and that's what's primarily driving me these days.
Uh-huh.
How about you folks?
Well, we've been working together with Dennis to get ready for the Community Choir Leadership Training Program, which we'll be offering in October 1st to 14th. And just in case there's anyone out there who wants to learn how to lead choirs, we have one opening that happened to come up. Details are in the chat to see our website, and there's an application form online. If you know someone who's interested, I know Munit expressed some interest one time. If anyone's talking to Munit, let her know that there's an open spot for October.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we had a last minute emergency came up for someone who had to drop up. So, but you know, depending on where you live, maybe a little complex getting the travel arrangements, but we will do our best to accommodate people. So there's an online application, and we would do an interview. But we would, can you imagine? We just need to like grow this movement more and more. And of course, many in our network have led songs on the Daily Antidote over the.
And this is a 2-week program happening in Victoria, BC, and it's all about sharing what we know about starting and leading a non-audition singing group. It doesn't have to even be called a choir, just a group of friends who sing together, and how to sing in harmony and how to teach people. So if anybody knows anybody who's interested in being part of that, let us know.
Apart from that, we've got some singing things happening Wednesday evenings. Some of you know we do singing online, 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's a little late on the East Coast, but we know some of you out there.
Sure, right on this screen, I'm seeing,
Hi,
I'm seeing, you know, Arlene, and of course, yeah,
Luda and Mark.
Luda's
There's
sometimes
Susan,
there, and
Susan and
Bonnie
Susan.
on this.
Bonnie, yeah. So great to have you all there. You can find the link how to register for that on Zoom.
Sure, and Chris often shows up in the park, actually.
Hey, Chris.
Chris Parnell, who's there. Yay!
Represent.
Hosted a great board game evening last night.
Good time.
And yeah, Thursdays, yeah, are outside voices, where we walk and sing.
Oh, yeah.
There's fairly close to our neighborhood. There are many gorgeous places to be, you know, close to the ocean, and we'll gather up, and because it's drop-in, you know, do a quick introduction of ourselves to each other, sing something, and then walk to the next scenic vantage point, sing again, and just do that for an hour and a half. And yeah, it's been gorgeous and very well received. Last Thursday, we were at a park called Sax Point Park, and I put out the invitation, given that it had been so uncharacteristically hot for Victoria,
Right.
as it has been everywhere, put the invitation that anybody who wanted to stick around for a dip in the ocean was welcome to. And the ocean around here, you know, right on the west coast, is known to be, it's not exactly swimming pool temperature, shall we say, but there were
That's for
3
sure.
brave souls who went in, and let me say, it was very refreshing, you know, bracing, yeah. So lovely, nurturing things to be doing in singing community, yeah.
So, and community singing, yes, again, tomorrow, maybe we can drop into the community sing that's going on, note that in the chat. Anything
Yeah.
else in our notes?
I was just double checking the chat. Of course, because we're having a different device and we have this little iPad with tiny print, which is way across the room, so I need to read the stuff on my phone close by. Just, you know, I'm thinking about what Dennis was saying earlier about, you know, the joy of being in the room with each other when we can sing. But also, you know, just a shout out again to this community and other communities who do solely meet online, and just how wonderful the sense of community, as we all know, that can be built, even when you're not in the same room with each other. So it's nice when you've got the option to do both. And while we can say that, sure, nothing beats being in the room together, and beautiful magic can be created when this is the only platform that you can, and we're just so grateful that this exists. So once again, she may have signed off on the road, but Jojo, thank you for planting this seed, because it has flourished
Absolutely.
and grown into something tremendous.
We've
Yeah,
made a lot of
that
friends thanks
nurtures and nourishes us
thanks
all.
to all of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And yeah, it might be time to sing that song again.
Oh, I'd love to sing
Yeah.
that song again.
You up for it? Here we go.
Pass it along, indeed.
And maybe, I know that I have I have 6 grandchildren now, which is a blessing because I didn't have any children myself. So somehow that magically happened. I married into this amazing family, and now I have 6 grandchildren, and I feel like one of them came over. We have them here sometimes when their parents, my stepson and his wife are too busy, so we'll have them here for the day. 3 of them anyway, who live in Victoria. And there was one time a couple of weeks ago where one of them, Madden, who is 14 now, I said to him, I've got a project out in the back. And so we spent the whole day laying a bunch of tiles. So we had to go down to the hardware store and the store and buy a bunch of sand and a bunch of tiles, and I showed him how to install them around an area in our backyard, and it just felt like I was passing something along. And so all those kind of experiences are important, and these days especially, it seems like for many of us who are of a certain age, getting up there, you know, it used to be in human history that the elders were the wise ones and knew all the answers, and that seems to be in some ways kind of turned on its head these days, because if you want to know how to operate Facebook, you ask your grandchildren, for instance. So it's nice to be able to, whenever you can really find an opportunity to pass something along to somebody of a younger generation. That's a gift. I really felt it as a gift. Just that simple little thing. Just doing some work in the garden and showing Madden how to do that. So anyway, that's a little bit of a diversion, but that comes to me when I'm singing this song, that kind of thing. So here we go, pass it along. This guitar came from a timber, from the body of a tree, workshop of a luthier, and now it's on loan to me.
And it's good company after dinner, and it fits his hands just fine. And someday another singer with a pair of hands like his or mine will coax out songs much prettier, still hiding in its strings, and sing stronger, braver words than we can ever sing.
And folks are gonna love it, of this I'm almost sure. So I'll take good care of it, 'cause I'm borrowing it from her. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long. You don't own it, pass it along. This here is my country. Sometimes it's hard to recognize it, but I count myself lucky to have been born inside it.
And I'm grateful for the rights others struggled hard to win. And you know I'm gonna fight when they try to take them back again.
Oh, and everywhere are teachers, though some fell along the way. But the words they said still read just like you're teaching me here today.
And it may not be loud, but it's clear in what you do. And I hope to make you proud, 'cause I'm borrowing it from you. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone.
You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it to you for long.
You don't own it, pass it along. Seems these days we're in a hurry to grab up all that's left to use, putting patents on discovery, making seeds that don't reproduce.
If our vision is so narrow, seeing only bought and sold, we'll end up like the pharaohs, buried with their gold.
We've all pushed this thing along, we've been guided by our fears.
But the river sings a song you've gotta be quieter to hear.
It's in every child's face, it's as hopeful as a stem. Best be gentle with this place,
'Cause we're borrowing it from them. Pass it along, pass it along. May it land in careful hands when we're gone. You carry it for a moment, but time won't loan it pass it along. Thanks to Scott Cook, who wrote that wonderful song.
And thanks to all of you for being here and, you know, sending out this ripple of harmony into the world. It makes a difference. Yeah.
Does it ever?
Yeah.
Does it ever? When we get together and sing together, it feels like that little gem of sound and harmony is moving out, and we talk about, we're making harmony with the kind of harmony that actually happens when we sing together, musical harmony, but that harmony spreads out and it becomes more than that. And we invite people to take it out and have harmony when they go to their homes and in their communities and within their friends and in their workplace, wherever they are, just to carry that little germ of harmony with them all the time. It makes a difference. And Lord knows we need it in this world right now.
Here, here.
So, thanks to everybody who has been here today, especially those who, you know, well, including those who tuned in and are tuning in the future to watch this on the live stream, you know, Facebook Live and wherever it shows up. Thanks for being here, making a difference. And thanks to everybody who came into the room to sing today. And yeah, I'll make sure I can see people's names on this tiny thing. Thank you, Susan G, for all you do, your beautiful quilting in the world and your presence here. Thank you to Becky, it's so great that you join us. Thank you, Julie in Ontario and Sheila in Florida. Oh, thank you, Cricket. Thank you, Arlene in Berkeley. Oh, thank you, Susan in Seattle and Luda in Mar. Oh, thank you, Chris Parnell and Kevin Ennis. Thank you, Sarah Page. Hope you have a great day. It jumped. Where did things go? Oh, here we are. Thanks, Anne in Silver Springs. Great to see you, Anne in Kentucky. Goodbye to Kat Cox in Vermont. Oh, goodbye, Laris in the UK. Oh, goodbye, Dan in Vienna. Oh, goodbye, Jamie in Virginia. Goodbye, Annette in California. Goodbye, Linda on Orcas Island. Goodbye, Trish. Hey, you're in the UK somewhere. Great to see ya. Goodbye, Jamie in Victoria and Bob. There we go. Goodbye, Amanda and Miles. It's so fun to see your hand singing there. Goodbye, Storm. Great to see you here on Wednesday nights. Goodbye, Diane. I hope you're staying cool in Puerto Rico. Goodbye to Gary and all the solutions. Goodbye to each and every one of the curly tops. Goodbye to Delhi. Glad you're here. Oh, goodbye, Deborah and Robert. Goodbye, Bonnie and Frank in Boise. Great to see your smiling face, Frank. We miss you. Lorraine says hello. Goodbye, Elizabeth in California. Oh, great to see you, Caroline in DC. Yay. Bye to Jane in Texas. Oh, hello, LMG, and goodbye. We send extra strong, loving hugs your way. Goodbye to Carol in Connecticut. Goodbye, Martha Wagner, somewhere in Oregon. Goodbye. Oh, you're not done yet, Erin. Thanks for the tech. It sure helps to have great help. And it's so great, all the things you do behind the scenes. Goodbye, CY Singer in Wisconsin. Hope you'll stay up late and join us on Wednesday. Goodbye, Jojo. Thanks for all you've done here. Goodbye, Shelley in Eugene, Oregon. Thanks for being here, Kay from Texas. Thanks, Hoda. I hope you're well. Oops, I just lost it. Where did it go? There's one more person whose name I can't see. Now I've got to scroll down. Oh, last but not least, Amos, we're glad you're here in this room. And isn't it fantastic here in the daily antidote of song? Thanks for being here. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy your
everybody.
day.
Thank you.
keep on singing.
Thanks to
Okay.
Joe, thanks to Aaron.
Yeah, take care all. Mwah.